Cards had to settle for a point in the end away at Workington. It was probably tough going on a tough pitch.
Yeah, it was. I thought, said after the game in there, it's a good point if we back it up with a home win next week. But real tough conditions out there. I think you can probably see it behind me. They're not going to put anything into the pitch because they've only got 5 weeks left here before they pull this place down. But nevertheless, I think when you used, we played last week on a 3G, and we're kind of used to that surface because we train on it. But today on that was tough underfoot, and I think it does help if you're used to it. Obviously, you know what to expect, you know what you're coming to. But I felt first half they probably edged it without. I think they had one ball stood up to the far post, a header, but it was never troubling. And then second half, I thought we came out well. We scored a really good goal. Stuff we talked about getting a wide and quality into the box. And it's a good ball, great ball in by Jay and a good finish by Max. And then felt we sat off a little bit, but wasn't out with what we've just spoke about. A nothing free kick. I think after their manager had a pop at the ref, I don't think he could wait to give decisions. And I said that to him at the end. And I'm not bemoaning the ref, but I think there was a lot of decisions there. Even their bench was laughing, at the end, and some of the decisions he was given for fouls was just off the scale. But I think they scored a goal, which is a deflection, which we should get to it sooner. We always talk about forcing out wide, but I think we've opened it up for the lads to shoot, and then it's obviously nicked up and it's gone in. But we had a little spell after they equalised, and then we could have had a half chance at the other end. But it was a really scrappy game, which it's going to be on that. But I'm not sure. I'll have to watch it back. But Niall said the lad came through the back of him in the box at the end. So we could have had a pen. But like I say, probably on the balance of play, 1-1's a fair result.
Yeah, there was a penalty shout at the start of the second half as well, shortly before the goal. That was probably looked less likely than the Niall Watson one, where we weaved through a few bodies, but didn't feel like you were going to get anything like that today. No,
I thought that one at the beginning, the one on Max, I think Tyler McLaws stepped across well there and defended as you'd expect him to. I think I don't think we were ever hopeful that would be a penalty, but I certainly think the one maybe on Niall, I'll have to look at it, but it wasn't given, so we just have to take the result and move on.
Workington obviously bottom of the league on this, but I thought their 2 centre halves were probably the 2 best players on the pitch.
Very good. I mean, Tyler's played a lot higher. Tyler's played, I coached Tyler when he was 15 at Blackburn, and really surprised when I heard him sign there. But obviously he knows Billy from Billy's time at Blackburn as well. So obviously there's a connection there. But he lives a long way away in Halifax, and I was a bit, how's he doing that? But anyway, yeah, you're right. Their 2 centre halves I thought were really good, composed on the ball, made good decisions, and defended the box really well. But I thought the odd occasion in the second half where we did attack, and we. It always felt like something could happen because of the front three, but like I say, a point on the road's a good point if you back it up next week.
You were forced to make a couple of changes, of course, suspension and injury. How did you feel that Matty Waters and Harry Flowers both did?
I thought they both done absolutely fine. Matty's obviously he knows what we've been about. He's come in and he's been used more in front of Jack Doyle when we've been seeing games out in the last 6 weeks or so, and being good with it. And I thought today, he was good. I thought Harry made some big headers, especially in that spell where they had balls coming into the box. He made a couple of really big headers, one couple of minutes from time where he's headed it out from a free kick, I think it was. But he cramped up. He had cramp in his socks. I said, cramp in his eyelids everywhere, which he's going to have because that's his first 90 for 15 months. We've had to try and microwave him up to match fitness with half a game last week, 60, 65 on Monday night, and then a full 90. So no doubt he'll feel that tomorrow.
What do you do now to go ahead to next week? Obviously, you've got this home record that you want to carry on. Will you have any movement in the squad or any players coming back?
I doubt we'll have any players back. Obviously, Jack Doyle will be back, so that's good. Gives us more strength as well, and more balance. But after that, Scott's still a while off. Cal's still a while off, although he had the sign off from the consultant this week, so we're really hoping to step his training up. And obviously Doyley, Morgs, not yet, but Troy maybe a little bit of movement, but probably Saturday will still be too soon.